Right now, as you watch this video, over 2 billion people, a quarter of the world's entire population, live under the threat of wars and armed conflicts. But what I'm about to reveal will completely change the way you see these tragic events. Stick around until the very end, because the final truth will leave you speechless. Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to tackle humanity's most agonizing question. Why, despite everyone wanting peace, is the world constantly at war? I want you to hear 3 testimonies that will take your breath away. Gary, a British soldier, saw the horror firsthand. All around you, people are constantly dying or getting seriously injured. Alexandra from Ukraine revealed her deepest fear to us. You're even more afraid that your family and friends will die. And Marie, who was left an orphan in Rwanda, said, "My parents died, I was left alone." But incredibly, all these people who have endured the tragic consequences of war have found absolute peace. Today, you'll discover how this was possible and whether you can find a similar hope. What I'm about to tell you will shock you. The number of active conflicts today is the highest since World War II. But wars affect everyone, not just those on the front lines. Listen. 70% of those suffering from hunger live in conflict zones. Over 114 million people have abandoned their homes to escape war. But the part no one tells you about is this. In 2022, $34.1 billion was spent on peace. But that's just the amount spent on peacekeeping. That funding, sadly, is barely 0.4% of total global military spending. For every dollar spent on peace, we spend $250 on war. What's even more shocking is that all of this was foretold 2,000 years ago. Jesus Christ himself said, "You will hear of wars and reports of wars, for nation will rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom." Matthew 24:6-7. These prophecies indicate that wars would be part of the sign of the conclusion of the system of things. But why, despite all our efforts, can't humanity stop these conflicts? Discover the prophecies regarding the last days from the video. Russia invades Ukraine. Mankind has tried, in every way, to create peace, but has always failed. Disarmament, for example, isn't enough because violence springs from a person's heart. Matthew 15:19. And collective security isn't a reliable solution, because do not put your trust in princes, in a son of man, in whom there is no salvation. Psalm 146:3-4. If man can't stop wars, who can? Here's where everyone gets it wrong. Wars don't just have economic, territorial, or political causes. The Bible reveals a deeper truth, identifying 3 specific causes. Sin. We have all inherited sin, which has made the heart of man more deceitful than all things. Romans 5:12, Jeremiah 17:9. Human governments. The Bible states that man was not created to govern himself. Jeremiah 10:23. Satan and the demons. The Bible reveals that the whole world is lying in the power of the wicked one, and that Satan himself has a homicidal disposition. 1 John 5:19, John 8:44. Check out our video. Is Satan just a symbol of evil? But here is the extraordinary news. The Bible reveals that God Himself will put an end to wars in all the world. Psalm 46:9. Watch the video, God's Kingdom, a government without corruption. How? Through the war of Armageddon. Not the end of the world, but the war that will put an end to all wars. God will eliminate human governments and replace them with His kingdom, whose king will be Jesus Christ. Daniel 2:44, Isaiah 9:6-7. Watch the dedicated video. Under this divine government, extraordinary things will happen. The Bible promises the kingdom will eliminate weapons. Micah 4:3. He will rescue the poor one who cries for help. He will save them from oppression and from violence. Psalm 72 and 12:14. The meek will inherit the earth and will find exquisite delight in the abundance of peace. Psalm 37:10-11. For those who have lost loved ones in war, the Bible offers an even deeper promise. Your dead will live, awake, and shout for joy. Isaiah 26:19. So, to recap, wars will always exist as long as man tries to govern himself. But the Bible reveals that the definitive solution is coming. God's kingdom will get to the root of all the causes of conflict we've seen, bringing that eternal peace we all desire. The peace your heart is truly searching for exists. It is promised in the Holy Scriptures and is much closer than you can imagine. If this video has touched you, don't stop here. Subscribe to our channel to discover other Bible truths that will change your perspective forever. And share this video with anyone who needs real hope.